We're joined right now on RealAgriculture.com by Ray Bainton. He is Agri Media. Welcome today, Ray.
Hi, Sean. How are you?
I'm doing really good. Ray, you're at the OFA meeting today. I guess there was a big election for president, and the results were incredibly close. What happened?
It was really tight. They went to a second ballot, and this is first year they've gone electronically, so you could kind of see all the numbers pop up on the screen, which made it that much more dramatic. The first round, they dropped off Wayne Black, the Huron County farmer. He dropped off in the first round. Second round was between the two current vice presidents, Don McCabe and Mark Wales. And when the votes came out, it was 129 for Mark Wales and 128 for Don McCabe.
So was there a need for a reballot, or I guess a recount, or I guess it was all electronic, so it should be incredibly accurate?
It's all electronic. There was no real move made as far as anybody asking for a recount from the floor, so it went through as it was. There were a few gasps of surprise, but the vote went through as it was counted.
And I guess what was the main issue that separated the two candidates, the two main candidates?
I'm not sure that there was so much an issue, Sean, as style. In Don's case, Don ran for the presidency last year as well against Betty Jean Cruz, and he lost to Betty Jean, of course. Betty Jean did not run this year, which is what created the opening for the president's position. Don had a different style of managing things, and he and Betty Jean, quite honestly, I don't think they always saw eye to eye on how to do things, whereas I believe from the sounds of things, Mark works a little bit more in Betty Jean's style, a little bit more collectively, collaboratively, I think is the terminology he used. So that's basically the kind of split it ended up being. So to a certain extent, it was almost like Don lost to Betty Jean again this year.
Poor guy. She doesn't run again, and he still loses to her.
Yeah, just to turn out that way, or at least that faction of the organization, anyway.
Yeah. So I guess what happens with the new president, Mark? What happens now? What is where do you think his areas of focus kind of lie?
Well, his biggest focus right now appears to be on the Open for Business initiative of the provincial government. That's where they're looking at all the legislation that is currently on the books and trying to get rid of as much red tape as possible. And they asked the OFA to get involved with that with them to kind of help out as far as the agriculture and agri-food sector is concerned. Mark wants to continue with that because the initiative continues, and of course trying to correct things or clean things up that are in existence. But his big push as well is on getting in to the meetings before the legislation is actually created. And he made an interesting point about that today because he said, by the time the legislation comes out for public review, he said, a lot of the bureaucrats and politicians are invested in it. They've got a stake in it, so it's very hard to move them off point. Whereas if agriculture, through the Ontario Federation of Agriculture, can get into the meetings as they're designing the legislation, they can argue that they can save them a whole lot of money of an embarrassment if coming out with legislation that just isn't going to work or specifically will not work for farmers and will get them lots of aggravation.
Okay, Ray, really appreciate you taking some time to talk to us, and good luck with the rest of the meeting.
Okay, no problem, Sean.